Hello, lovely magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show. I'll be your host, the gangster magician himself. I'm here to deliver you your message because that's what I love to do. So I do what I love and I love what I do. I love being here with you because you're the best. Of course you are. You know it. Everybody knows it. If they don't, well, now they do, okay? Because if you don't know, brother, now you know that you are my favorite. You always knew that, though. Come on, stop it, please. That's why I have this thing organized here that I hypnotize you with. You think the Gangstar Magician is the greatest of all time? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. That's not what it's for, but let's just pretend it is, okay? And then that's what you believe. You believe he's the greatest of all time. Yes, no, I'm not that. I'm not that self-absorbed. I am not. That's a Muhammad Ali tactic. Because by saying that and actually believing that, you know what I mean, will create you. Will actually make that happen. Michael Jordan, I always say the greatest of all time. I mean, he didn't say that, but he knew that. Like that was when you feel when you get into the energy of where you just know nobody could fuck with you, whether it's warranted or not, it's eventually going to happen. These people are going to question it. They're going to say, whoa, why is that person? They must know something, brother. I'm telling you, that person knows something, brother. They're too confident. What is going? And realistically, why not be confident? Why not? That's the way I look at it. I got a new deck here, so this will be the first time I ever use this deck. So, see what happens, guys. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Archangel Michael. My co-host, Archangel Michael, is here, of course. Always saying you're protected, okay? Because when you're part of the 8th house crew, you're part of the 8th house crew for life, okay? And that is why you're taken care of for life, okay? That's why you will be taken care of. You're a made guy, made gal. That's what it is. This is in the 5-day, remember? What the gangster down here is what you are up there. And that's a fact. I mean, I wouldn't be saying this shit if it wasn't true. You think I just come up with this nonsense? I'm just sitting there one day, oh, you know what? I want to be a gangster magician. I want to be... No, this is just comes to me and I just do it. You know what I mean? It just comes to me. They're called downloads. I don't sit here and think about stuff. I don't do that. Just what happens is when you have spiritual awakenings, many spiritual awakenings, and your soul recognition, you understand what's going on now. Now you see things from a spiritual level. Maybe at one time in the past you might not have seen this. I didn't really even believe in any spiritual nonsense. I didn't even understand what the fuck. I'm like, what are you talking about? So, you know what I mean? Like I didn't even. All I thought was what I saw. Okay, until your spirit awakens, and then it gives you the information you need. So that's what makes me laugh. People think like this is, whatever. But guess what? We're here to align our chakras, though. So I forgot to do that, too. So I'm becoming very forgetful. But listen, aligning your chakras and balancing them out, that's when all your energy could come back in there. It's just open. That was what it is. A lot of this was blocked. It was almost like your chakra system was like they came in there and they tied it up like a bunch of knots or something. And somehow or another, they're like, they'll never get out of that knots. They'll never get it out. And somehow or another, you just kept pulling on that knots, pulling on and you know what I mean, not doing it all at one time. There's no way you'll be able to get this done at one time. Just little by little, remember where you left off, and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And before you know it, you came undone, all right? And that's where it's going. That's why we do a lot of this stuff. That's why I do this chakra spray. That's why I'm drinking a root chakra Buddha tea here. This is why I have all these crystals here. This is why I do this stuff. This is why I have so much spiritual protection. It's why I have candles here. That's why I'm wearing an Archangel pendant. That's why I have Archangel Michael spray. That's why I do sage. That's why I have a Feng Shui mirror outside my house. That's why I have, what's it called? What the fuck are they? Dream catchers all around my room. Is it a little bit overkill? I don't give a fuck. What's that matter? Better safe than sorry, right? Because I know what the fuck I felt like before I did that stuff. And it could be just like maybe how you're feeling now or how you felt in the past. And it's not a good feeling. I know how you feel. I know how it feels to be, suicidal. I know how it feels to be laying in your room all alone, wanting to die. I know what it feels like. I've been there. So don't ever think I don't understand. You know, when you feel all alone and you're just like, why is this happening? Why? I'm a good person. I love everybody. Why is this happening to me? Now you know why it's happened to you, because the spiritual nonsense, because you're an earth angel being attacked by demons. And now you see it. It's very clearly. You open your eyes, you're like, okay, this is what's happening. I mean, why else would you be here? I mean, there'd be no other explanation as to why you would be here if that wasn't the case. What the fuck you want? What do you listen to? Is it entertainment? I don't know. Am I fucking here to amuse you? Is that what I'm here to do? Because I am. I am, but I'm also here to inform you. So this ain't a joke, brother. It's no joke. All right. So what are we working with here? Let's get an overall energy read here. God, please and thank you for our favorites, the best of the best, the divine feminine. Look, I got a big selenite one, and I got a skinnier one. I almost look the same, but this one I like using the big one for. It's harder to catch. This one's easier to catch, like when I throw it in there and stuff. So, you know what I mean. You know, I'm good at that, right? Catching that thing. You know it. You know, you see me at the beginning. You're like, yeah, that motherfucker's good at catching that thing. Hey, he's gonna drop it one day. You say he's gonna drop it. Trust me, if I ever dropped it, and I may have done it once, this thing would be fucking, you know, I have a couple of them, but they would just be shattered, because selenite is so easily broken. Like, this thing falls, that's why it's difficult to, you gotta really trust yourself, and that's what we do here. We trust ourselves. So what do we need to know, God, here, please? And thank you for our favorites here, the magical gangsters of the world, the divine feminists, the ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. Our favorites. That's why they're the strongest and the best and the closest to us. Okay, so what do we need to know? So yes, we have this Three of Cups here. Of course, we're gonna be celebrating. Okay, you and your soul tribe. It's celebrations here. I mean, it says celebrate your success with those who you care about. Support, sharing, celebration, problem resolution, gladness, bounty, joy, friendship, society. Okay, maybe there's a bounty. Maybe you have a bounty on someone's head. Who knows? Just know that Four of Swords, I know that you're resting, you're relaxing over there. You know, you're recuperating, you're retreating, because take time off to answer. Take time out and the answer will come. Take time, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't ever take some time aside to put yourself, if you're just constantly in that rat race, which they want you to keep you in, then you never know exactly what's going on here. So this is rest, ease, restoration, recharging, reflection, abundance. So, yeah, there you go. Abundance, I don't know about that, but yes, we do know you are abundant in love, because you have this lover's energy here. Everybody knows this, okay? You never lost. That's what I was just saying. We just want to love everybody. We're just so full of love, and everybody hates us. It's like, what is the reason? We're Queen of Cups, and everybody hates us. So it's like, the reason why is because of that being the most powerful energy. It's the only thing that matters in life is this lover's energy. Celebrate the love in your life, it says, and that's why you're doing this Three of Cups here. Celebrate your success with those you care about. Lover's energy. I mean, that goes right together. Four of Swords, you know, you're taking time out, you're seeing what really matters, and it's love is what really matters, right? That's what people are starting to see now. That's what really matters at the end of the day. All right, people love that Knight of Cups energy you have, that romantic, chivalrous, charming energy. Okay, because express your creativity with compassionate emotion. Yes, you're romantic, sensitive. You're graceful. You could be poetic. All right, you're very idealistic. That's for sure. And that's why you have this Ace of Pentacles coming here, because you're getting financial opportunity. The abundance is coming your way. The time is right to take action on your ideas. So, you heard it here. Okay, so prosperity, power, opportunity, manifestation, abundance, new venture, Ace of Pentacles. And how are you getting all this? Seven of Pentacles, because you had a long-term view. You worked hard. You're still working hard. You're still persevering. Look back on what you have achieved and set new goals. You're building on your current success. You're planning, you're progressing, you're perseverant, you're diligent. You reflect on what you do. You're remembering. You remember who you are. You remember who you are, right? Because you're very powerful individual. You're not somebody to be taken lightly. These people want to make you out like you were like a nothing, but It just didn't work out for them, did it? Because look, they're the ones that are fucking having nightmares every night about you. They're the ones who have no idea or waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're the ones. You're the one who just goes right to bed whenever you like. Okay, you wake up, you're a queen of cups, you do whatever you gotta do. Yes, I know sometimes life's hard, but you always go back to that. You always go back to being a queen of cups, no matter what else happens. You'll always be that way. No matter what you've been through, no matter how hard you hurt, you'll always go back. Something else. And a lot of people, they could learn something from you, the way you are. Fucking amazing. I love you. Trust me, you're the best. So what do we need here? What do we need to know? God, please and thank you for our divine feminine collective, the magical gang stars of the world. The ones who've been through it all, they've done it all, they've seen it all. They are the favorites. They are the ones that are closest to God. Yes, the divine feminine. Yes, you know it is. You know who we are. Eve in the flesh, baby. That's who we are. The original energy to get fooled by the devil. And that's why the devil does everything. Because all these people, we see through this stuff, this devil nonsense, because we were the first ones to be tricked by it. Our energy was the first, okay? So all this other bullshit that came of that is now everybody, they're being divine masculine. It's like, they're like the first time you got tricked, it's like the same. So that's why you have to give them the benefit of the doubt, because you got tricked. You've been tricked before. They're being tricked now. So it's just, you see through it. Now they have to see through it. And that's where we go. So what else do we need to know? All right, so let's get started. So Six of Cups in reverse here. So there's strife arising from vanity here. Some cynical individuals. Okay, there's no love here. If there is any, it's very conditional. It's what can you do for me type love. But at the end of the day, this King of Pentacles though, and this King of Pentacles, this the energy you find the most sexy. You think, yes, you love it, just like they love you in the Queen of Wands energy. That's just what it is. You know, this person, you know, they're a leader. They're a business leader. They're somebody who people, you know, look up to. I look up to them. It's the energy. I know you're a Queen of Pentacles, but a King of Pentacles will make you into a Ten of Pentacles, because Queen of Pentacles is a Nine of Pentacles. And that's why the King of Pentacles bringing you the Ace of Pentacles. That's when it's just Ten of Pentacles. There you go. You know what I mean? And usually that will come with love. You know, it could be business, but usually there'll be love with that. That's usually an Emperor situation. So that comes, you know, this is part of the abundance that's created with the Ten of Cups. Because without love, realistically, none of that ever matters at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you have no love, what's it matter? That's what you have to learn. It's not about the money. See, that's what these people thought. They put all the money ahead of your love. And now they're seeing just how valuable your energy really is now. They just needed you not to know. Alright, because Eight of Swords, they're stuck. They're stuck in their shit, okay? That's why they're in the Six of Cups energy in reverse. Okay, they're strife. They were vain. They're so vain. They probably think this reading's about them. But, you know, this is what they think. They think everything's about them. Okay, and it's not everything's about them. Not everything's about you. Not everything's about me. And it's just, it's not what it's about. But some people, they think it all revolves around them. Certain people, like ourselves, when it comes to our energy, it revolves around us because you are the one who brings the fun, because you are the sun. But that is because these people are pulling on you. So, of course, you're the one they're pulling, just like this energy from the sun. You're powering all these fucking people. It's a thankless job too. And then when you can't do it, they want to turn on you. They want to be hateful. All right, but the Hierophant said enough is enough here, okay? Because we socially approve you. All right, we institutionally support you. It says understand your beliefs, values, and boundaries. Okay, you have divine wisdom here now. All right, the Hierophant said you have this divine wisdom. We see it. We clearly can see it. It's not a lie. They tried to say you were full of shit. They tried to say that you're not who you say you are. That's what they say, but you're clearly showing otherwise, correct? I believe so. Okay, because look, they want to avoid judgment now because they're stuck, but you can't, because that's failure. This is failure to face the facts. They're stuck. They're getting strife because of their vanity, okay, and it's just, that's what it comes down to. They showed that they valued other things, materialistic things, over, this, what's it called, over true love. So that's exactly what it comes down to. And get out of here. So that was a spider on there. I don't kill spiders because you're not supposed to. Because why would I? You know what I mean? He's not gonna do nothing. He takes care of things in here. He's got a little, I think there's a little wet. I probably gotta get rid of that though. A little wet, I didn't see that. Yeah, and you can have webs, they could be somewhere, but back to the show. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, okay? But just know, 8 of Cups. Whoever, this person that's stuck here, they're being left behind too. I mean, they know it. There's nothing they could do. There's nothing they could say. They have no explanations here. What are they just going to say? They have to, energy is balancing itself out. Whatever they projected onto you is now what they have to encounter. They created this energy, not you. You blocked it and sent it back. It's failure to face the facts. They refuse to face this. They don't want to accept this judgment. Well, guess what? Something else will happen then if they don't want to do that. Because 7 of Swords, they're being seen here for this betrayal. They're being seen. It's that's why they're in this 8 of Swords. They're stuck because there's nothing they can say. There's nothing they can. I mean, this is just complete trickery here. They tried, and they still continue to try the same thing, knowing that you know exactly what's going on. That's how stupid they are, because they don't know anything else. They don't know anything else but 9 of Wands. But you're too brave. You're too courageous. They already seen this, so they just think that they're not gonna scare you ever. Okay, and they know that you know your power now. They know that they can't do nothing to you. They have no control over you. Because, plus you do all the right things, too. You know how to get around this. You know where this is going. You know you have spiritual rank over these people. You know that you have the authority over all these people in the physical realm. You do. Okay, now does that mean you act crazy and do stuff? I'm going to give you an example, okay? I just read something. This is, God says, don't do this, okay? Please, he's telling me this, right? Don't tell them not to do this, okay? So, a lot of people generally do believe God, like the way we believe, like the way I believe, a lot of people believe, like they're completely protected, as long as, but what they do is they'll put themselves, like this one person said, I'm completely protected by God, blah, blah, like I believe that. I'm saying the same thing with myself. But this person said, I'm going to show you, okay? And how he was showing him is that he surrounded himself with poisonous rattlesnakes, okay? And fucking said, God will protect me from them. And, it went on for a bit, but eventually one of the rattlesnakes is tired of this and said, you know what? I'm going to go back to my nature. My nature is to bite you, okay? And that's what they did, and poisoned this guy died. So that is not how you show God protection. God's not saying go out there and be a daredevil and jump in fucking lion enclosures and stuff. God says live your life, do the right thing, and nothing bad will happen to you. It's the truth, because you're in good karma mode now. You got the good karma in the bank briefcase, and you're about to cash it in. And whoever betrayed you, they're up Shit's Creek. Without a paddle, that's for sure. Because they got this Knight of Cups in reverse energy to them. Okay, they're very manipulative, unreliable. They came off fickle, moody. Okay, they're untruthful. They're a liar. They just lie. They want to lie about everything. They want to say you're this. They want to say you're that. Whatever they say anymore, it's like, what else did he lie about? What else did they have to lie about? If you lie about one thing, everything else you said in the past has to be questioned. I mean, why are you lying in the first place? Why are you saying stuff like that if that's not true? Why are you saying things? Now I got you, though. We got you. There's nothing you could say. There's nothing you could do. We're going to come get you eventually, because we are your boogeyman, and we're going to come get you. Okay, that is, you are. You're this devil's boogeyman right now. They never seen nothing like this. This is like, they're in complete shock right now that their reign of terror is over. And it's all because they couldn't overtake you. It's powerful. They picked the wrong one, didn't they? You sure did. Because remember, we all are powerful in our own way. Okay, there's people out there who are more powerful than me in many other ways. There's people who could probably manifest much quicker than me. There's people that could, yes, but there's things that I'm much better at, like my intuition. That is my claim to fame, though. Okay, because we all have superpowers. Okay, some are just better than others. I mean, and that's all it comes down to. But that's the way it's supposed to be, because not everybody's going to be good at one thing, and everybody has to be good at their own thing. Okay, and respect what that is, and have respect for it by seeing it. So it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about, because it's just the fact is that just because I'm good at this doesn't mean I'm good at something that you're good at. You know what I mean? So that's why we all need each other, because that's what it comes down to, really. For all of us coming together and putting our powers together. And that's how we overtake these people. And they know that. And they know that there's people like me that are going to unite us. And that's how we're going to do it. I mean, I can't do this myself. I'm not going to just go walk up to, all right, take it over now. Yes, my brain will eventually do it, because it'll find a way to do it, because I'm manifesting it. And we're all completely protected. So there's nothing they could do anyway. They're eventually going to take themselves out. And when all the ashes and the rubble are there, who's going to come above it? You, me. We're going to be the ones who walk out of this, okay? Because we're the hermits. We're the hermit crabs, okay? What happens? The hermit, we know how to hide for a bit. We know how to watch. We know when it's safe, okay? We know when to come out. We're patient. Do things in moderation. We know how to live ways other people don't. We know what's important. We do. Knight of Wands. That's why you have this limitless potential. That's why you're adventurous. You're fearless. Now is a good time to do what you want to do. That's what it says. So, do what you want. Love what you do. Do what you love. That's the way it's going to be now. Nobody's in control of us. Nobody tells us what to do anymore. All right? Nobody's going to put us in the corner. Nobody's going to put the baby in the corner anymore. Okay? We're very much going to be seen. Because you know why? Because we have our friend Death here. Okay? Our 8th house mascot is here to put an end to whatever, anybody who came up against you. He says, any problems, they could talk to him. He just go in there, he's walking up with the white horse, looking at people. Everybody's heads are going down. Nobody wants to say nothing. All the big shots, all the tough guys now. They're all, got their heads down. All got their tails between their legs. Nobody's got nothing to say now. Now they don't even know. They don't know nothing about. They thought you were. They never had no problem with you. This is what Dev's telling me. Now they don't have a problem with you. Now they want to be your friends. Well, make it up to us. We tell these people, come make it up to us. You know who will make us happy, right? You know. So why don't you do the right thing? Because believe me when I tell you, the ball is in your hands now. Okay, we've already shown you what we're capable of. Do you want to keep going? Or would you like to, make it up to us? It's the last time I'm going to say that. It's the last time. I've said it several times. But if these people are not willing, and I know somebody's going to be willing, so don't worry about it. There's always going to be somebody who comes out of war that's going to say, I can't. Unless he's going to give me an opportunity. And I will. I'll give them opportunity. Absolutely. You come here. You show me what I need to know. Clarity-wise. You'll be taken care of. Trust me when I tell you. No matter what they did. Because remember, that would take courage. And we would reward that courage. Alright? Because Death's here. You could either deal with him, or you could deal with us. We're a little more reasonable, though. It's hard to get anything past Death. Okay, you really gotta, because that's the only way anybody can get to you is if they get past Death. You're completely blocked off. Either if they get past Death, that means something happened. They must have done something right. All right, because remember, you're this Empress, and you've gotten past Death. That's why Death loves you. He said you're the best. You're part of the 8th house crew now, and he protects you because you showed you appreciate. You appreciate life. You appreciate things. You're grateful. Okay, the little things in life make you happy. This makes Death likes that. The universe likes that. Okay, that makes them feel like you learned. You learned because they already know what they've seen through this. Death has seen things over and over and over. I mean, this is from the beginning of time. So they have knowledge that is impossible for the average person to what's the word? They're all knowing pretty much, and not all of us could be all knowing, but these ones are. And when they see people like you learn the lessons of life and come out of it still positive as an empress, then there's nothing to worry about no more. So my point is, you have nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody, especially in the physical realm. Okay, because you got this Ace of Cups coming your way. You're a Nine of Cups. Your wish come true. Creating this abundance on this Ten of Cups. You're an Empress. Be happy with the results of your actions. Be happy. Alright? Because this is what's supposed to happen. There's nothing else you could do. What are you going to regret? What's there to regret anymore? What's there to look back upon? What did you miss? What was so great? What you already know what's going on. Anything they took from you, they're not enjoying it. Okay? And you're coming out of it smelling like roses while they're coming out of it smelling like shit. So, and you got all this, and you became an empress here. So, I think you were the one who won. So there's no reason to focus on any negatives now. I say we focus on all the positives. Let's focus on you being this empress. I mean, let's focus on Ten of Wands. You know, you releasing whatever doesn't serve you. I mean, this is, you know, this could be anything here. We don't care. We release whatever these betrayals are. We don't focus on it. Okay? If somebody came in and say somebody betrayed us, I suggest you do the same thing. I'm going to give you an advice. Say somebody betrayed you. They could have been the worst betrayal ever, but they somehow or another come and they genuinely see the error of their ways, and they want to do the right thing, and you'll sense it. Okay? There'll be no reason to really not to, you know, accept them back. Okay? But when somebody wants to be malicious, and they want to lie, and they want to keep trying, and they want to keep trying, and they want to keep trying you, then that's when you make an example out of them. We're going to forgive. You have to forgive. This is how you heal. You heal more when you forgive. That's what really, that's the strength. That's where the strength comes from. That's the real strength. It's forgiving the unforgivable. Yep. That's where the real strength, because you're not holding on to nothing. We release anything. I'm telling you myself, we release every and all, anything we were holding on to. We don't care. You don't care. These betrayals, all they did was help us. Thank you. Assistant, send out fruit baskets for everyone, okay? Fruit baskets on the house for everybody. Okay, put it on our tab, okay? Yeah, they said that's what they wanted to talk to me about. The tab. Because there's a lot of fruit baskets and, you know, nothing's getting paid for it, they tell me. That's what they said. I said, well, you know, go fuck yourself, is what I said. Because Eight of Wands, things are moving very quickly here, okay? We don't pay for fruit baskets. We just send them, okay? And that's what happens. That's what happens when you help us out. You get a fruit basket. You want to betray us? Fruit baskets all around. The nicest fruit baskets you could ever imagine. We got our own business here now. Doing great. Fucking fruit baskets business, fucking doing great. All right, so what else do we got? All right, what else do we need to know? We have death here, protecting this empress. The end is here. I mean, new beginnings. This betrayal got people stuck here. Eight of Swords. They're being seen with no love. Knight of Cups in reverse. I mean, this is complete, you know, manipulation here. Ten of Wands in reverse. Can't hold on any longer. There's no way. They were too careless. So, what else do we need to know? Alright, we do know this. The Seven of Wands, you're in complete control of the situation. Why are you in complete control of the situation? Because you don't give a fuck. That's why. Alright? That's what puts you in control. If you sat here and you focused on all these betrayals and this and that, we're holding on to things and weren't focused on yourself, then yes, you wouldn't be in control of the situation. They would. That's how they get your energy. But the fact that you don't care and you're just like done with it, that's really why you're in control now. Because they can't control you. They can't control you with anything. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You're not. Listen, they think that by isolating you or that's gonna. You actually like being alone. Don't even lie. I mean, yeah, I know you want to be with someone. I know you want your two cups. I know. But at the end of the day, it's better than being around a bunch of jerk offs. It's hard to find that. You know, to be with your twin flame, your soulmate, you're gonna have to go through a bunch of shit. I mean, it can't just be given it. It's just, that's not, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be right. You have to earn the right to be in these real. This is the greatest gift God could give you. You being with your soulmate or your twin flame, that is the greatest gift you could ever get. No matter what they did. No matter what. Because you'll never feel anything like that. And look how much strength you gained from it. Look how strong you got. You would have never known how strong you were if it wasn't for this person or whoever this was that hurt you. Your goal is to make each other the best versions of each other. Alright, and so far so good with you. So far so good. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these divine masculines, and we really don't care anymore. That's what's giving us the benefit now, because the energies are shifting. So you gotta see, they needed us to be all chasing after them, all concerned. The copycat energy needs us to fucking be all fucked up, looking at them, saying, "Oh, I wish we could be like them," but you're just not even paying attention. You don't care, and you know they're miserable over there. So it's like, all right, let them. We're now in hermit energy, and when all the rubble and all the stuff and all the flames, everything goes out and it's all ashes. Who's gonna come out of it? You, me, the hermits. So we're too strong, mentally strong. That is, spiritually strong, physically strong. Doesn't have to be. Okay, but spiritually and mentally, it doesn't get any stronger than you. Emotionally, it doesn't get any stronger. Because you know why it doesn't get any stronger? Because you are this Empress High Priestess, okay? Because you see things other people don't see. That's why you're 10 steps ahead. You're protected by death. You're in complete control here, okay? And you being this High Priestess puts these people in the Five of Pentacles because they wish this upon you. You already see it coming, and now you send it back to them. So whatever they wished upon you is what they have to experience. And this is this Five of Pentacles. They want to betray you. They only betray themselves doing that. All right, so what else do we need now? I'm going to go into another deck because it's going a little long. Sorry. Alright, so we know Six of Pentacles reversed. This was a one-sided charity. They were trying to take from you. Okay, this was the betrayal. Was they wanted to take from you. They're very selfish here. This was very unfair. Okay, they thought you didn't deserve anything. They didn't want you receiving anything. They didn't want you receiving any offers. They did everything to badmouth you. Okay, but Four of Cups, they're the ones who are getting rejected. They want you to be rejected? No, they're getting rejected. Because people see what they did. And they see you as an Empress High Priestess. Gangsta magician who's in complete control. And they're losing everything now. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, okay? They want to take, that all that did was cause them to lose. I mean, this is all they did. They betrayed themselves. You gave it back to them, okay? And you know who betrayed them? The devil, okay? This devil tried to promise everybody everything. Well, guess what? Nobody's getting nothing. And this devil, they want to collect too. Everybody wants to collect. But the deal is that you had to go, okay? Everybody had to get, but that didn't happen. And nobody expected you. As they celebrated, they popped bottles too quickly. They bought too many bottles of champagne, too many bottles of Cristal, thinking you were finished. And then you came back and you said, wait a second, brother, party's over. Party's over. And that's what you came, and the fucking whole music screeched. The fucking people, the glasses all started dropping. The mouths fucking opened. The eyes started getting wide. Everybody turns around. And you said, did you miss me? And they did not miss you. So, trust me, they didn't miss you. And this devil now is going to go be sent all the way back to hell, actually to the lake of fire, to never be seen or heard from again. Because he's being seen now, too. That's the part. That's what really helps you, is the fact that the devil's being seen. I mean, it was alright, I guess, with that deck. Maybe that was a lot of negative stuff, though. But we got there, that you being this Empress High Priestess in complete control. Other than that, it's all fucking... But death's here, though. So, it's all that matters. They're stuck. They're in the web. But death's just looking at them like, we'll be with you in the city. Go hang out for a little bit. Let's get a confirmation, clarification here, God, please, and thank you. For this Empress High Priestess that's in complete control here. This magical gangstar, of course. Alright, so you get a Page of Pentacles in reverse. So, they're not receiving. This goes to the Six of Pentacles. They're not manifesting. Things are not coming together. Okay, they thought they were going to be able to take. They thought that was going to bring them what they wanted, but at the end of the day, they're losing everything. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So it's not working for them. Whatever they did does not work because you have this Page of Swords energy. You have this thirst for knowledge and found new ways to communicate. And the way you communicate is really telling a story here. You're telling a story, okay? And people are listening. And now it's to that point. And the reason why is because you know how to speak very eloquently, very calm. You don't care anymore. You're like, this is what it is. We're not going to explain ourselves. You're not going to get us rattled. We're not going to sit here and argue with people. We're going to go in Hermit energy. We're going to take all the information that we have. We're going to let you do whatever you got to do because you're not going to have our energy. And then when we see it's time to strike, we come out. And that's what's going to happen. When we're ready, we'll get you. We're not going to let you know when we're coming. Why would we do that? We want you to think everything's okay. We want you to think you got away with it. That's what we want you to think. So fun. It's so fun to see their faces when they think they got away with it, and then you catch them. All right, you know why? Because you're this Queen of Pentacles. You are this ideal spouse. You are the one everyone comes to see. You're the one everyone wants to be. You're this Empress, High Priestess. You are you don't need anybody. You're a Nine of Pentacles. I mean, you have this Knight of Pentacles energy. You're hardworking. You're efficient. You're responsible. You're driven to succeed. You have a routine. You're in complete control here. You appreciate everything. You're grateful. You know how to forgive. You're not here to hold on. You still know how to love, no matter all this time you've been hurt so many times by so many people in so many ways. And you still come out as a loving person. You're going to be rewarded for that. I mean, that takes a lot of courage to be that way. All right, and they can't, Two of Swords, avoid this any longer. They can't avoid these difficult decisions, all right? Whoever betrayed you here, they're losing it all. They're stuck. They put this over love. Now they're coming off moody, manipulative. They want to avoid judgment. They're having a failure to face the facts here. They can't understand how you're in control now. They can't understand Ace of Swords, how you're seeing things so clearly, how you are so sharp-minded, how others are having the mental clarity now as to what they're doing. They don't understand how is this happening. They thought they had you finished. They never seen you being this High Priestess. And now Seven of Pentacles reverse. They didn't have a long-term view. They didn't want to work hard. Like I said, Six of Pentacles in reverse. They want to come here and take from you. And whatever they gained, they're losing it all. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Whatever they gain with your energy, now it's getting knocked down because you called your energy back. You went in Hermit energy. You can't get to you when you're in Hermit energy. That's why I always encourage you to stay in Hermit energy. No, you're not missing nothing. There's nothing out here to miss. Keep doing what you're doing. Everything's going to work out. Okay, this is how we win. This is how we win. We win with our patience. They don't have the patience, but now we have the King of Cups here, okay? And they're being patient. Now they're understanding that love is everything that matters to them. Okay, at one time, maybe this King of Cups, they didn't think you were good enough for them, but now they know that you are all that ever mattered to them. They had to learn this, okay? Because they had the devil in their ear telling them that you're no good, that you're this, you're that, making you have nothing. All the fucking temptations that they had, they still seen it. None of that ever made them happy. You're the only thing that ever made that King of Cups happy. Truly happy. They could have all the money in the world. You were the only thing. They're going to give it up too for you. Because look, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This was a false sense of success. This is how the devil keeps you in this rat race. Keeps you stuck. Okay, keeps you going, focused on things that don't matter. Now people see what does matter. And it's the love, like I said. I'm going to say it a million times. You had this Two of Pentacles, though. You were able to adapt. No matter how bad you got hurt, you were always able to come back. You always got back up. You were flexible. Okay, you bend. You didn't break, though. You didn't. You wouldn't be here if you broke. If you broke down, you wouldn't be here. You'd be done. And even if you did broke down, you still sat on that side of that road, you fixed that fucking car, and you said, motherfucker, I want to get home. And you did, and you didn't do it. You did it with no help, too. All right, now Five of Cups in reverse. Somebody's accepting. They want to move on. All right, they're over this. They don't want to do this anymore. All right, so whoever this was that was in regret, that was disappointed, that pessimistic, they're over it. They're just over it. So I would have to think that maybe that's your counterpart. That's a classic divine masculine card, Five of Cups in reverse. But because I know you are this action-oriented, ambitious, driven to succeed individual. You're not, you don't really give a fuck. You already accepted this. You already know, like I said, you don't give a fuck. You're over it. It's done. So maybe this is you then, Five of Cups. You are over this. No more. No more of this Five of Wands, conflict, competition, rivalry. No more. It's done. Nobody wants to play these games no more. All right? They want you to carry the burden. No, they're going to carry the burden. Yes, they are. So what else do we need to know? Because this is really kind of dragging on this one a little bit. I feel. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. All right? Because look, I know how strong you are. I know how strong we are. You have the strength of 10 men, the strength of 10 women. You're very, very strong. Okay? And the fact is that's what they did not anticipate. All right? They just wanted to keep this confusion going with the Seven of Cups. Keep your counterpart with these temptations, these options, these illusions. But all they did was make you being seen as the only option, the only one. That's all they did. They cut through the confusion for you. All you had to do was sit back and watch and show who you were. You didn't have to go prove nothing to nobody. You didn't have to explain yourself to nobody. You're the real deal. All right, and now you know you were dealing with the Queen of Cups in reverse over here, some old crybaby. Okay, they want to say you were like this. This is whoever they brought in that thought was going to replace you. This person's losing it all. All right, the value of love is the Six of Cups in a reverse, Queen of Cups in a reverse person. Okay, because you're the sexiest Queen of Wands. All right, they wanted to use this energy against you. They wanted to say that they made you a whore. They made you this, that you were loose, that you only cared about they said you only cared about money, that you were the one who was fucking, doing black magic. You were this. You were doing spells on people. None of that was ever true. Okay, and they're stupid for saying that. And anybody who believed it, they're stupid too because they're the ones who were actually doing it. Okay, so they were projecting onto you what they were actually doing. And this is why it's Queen of Cups reverse is being seen exactly as what they said you were. They want to say you were a clingy, you were crazy, you were bipolar. Okay, they said that Nine of Wands reverse, that you were paranoid, you're overwhelmed, this and that. But no, it's just like this person is exactly what this is. And Ace of Wands, you have this urge to create. You have to too strong. That is why they're being this way, because they needed you to roll over. You did not. You got back up. Like I said, you came back to the party. They popped bottles a little too early. They thought they finished you. They all celebrated your demise. Your demise was greatly exaggerated. Trust me. All right, and now Five of Swords. Winning at all cost? Yes. Really cost them. There's no more, okay? You're too much love here. Not only are you, that's what gives you your strength here. This lover's energy is where your strength comes from. Like I said a million times, you always put love first, no matter how bad you got hurt. It's always what you put first. And how are we going to finish? What else do we need to know? I mean, really, this is, I see where this is going. I mean, this is the same shit, okay? Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's a confirmation that they want to take from you. They want to steal. Okay, so the one-sided charity with the Queen of Cups in reverse. They wanted the Destiny swap with you, okay? They're getting Four of Cups rejected for this because they're a fucking loser, all right? You're in complete control. You're a Queen of Pentacles. This fucking divine masculine knows that you're the only one. They see that you're the only one. I mean, this is all they did for you, all right? Now, they're overwhelmed, okay? They took on too much here, this Queen of Cups in reverse. Because remember, you're still in this Hermit energy. This is what is giving you your power. This is why you keep going energy back. This is where you're getting all this strength from. This is why you're able to do this. This is why you're in complete control. That's what made you a high priestess and empress. This is all about this. Okay, bang! You know who made you this way? And we're going to end it here. You know who made you this way? Your main man, the Hermit. He said, let me tell you something, brother. He says, I know what it's all about. He said, because the answers, they come from within you. He says, sometimes you got to go in solitude. Sometimes you got to go really deep, okay? And he says, that is where the answers lie. He says, just wait it out. And everything's coming your way, brother, okay? You have the answers. You are in control of the situation. You are this high priestess. You are the Queen of Pentacles. Love you. Love you. The cards don't lie, and that is the truth. All right, so I'm just going to end it there because I'm in Hermit energy too, and I want to go back and get into my Hermit energy, okay? So you get into your Hermit energy, and I'll check you later, okay? See you later, Hermit crew.